Project 2025, 900-page mandate for leadership live, part 9. Adriane Mayes, president of CCC Because We Care Foundation. Project 2025, the 900-page mandate for leadership. So we need to look at the 180-day playbook. What we're going over are in part 9. So parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 can be found on at Adriane Mayes. YouTube channel, Facebook, LinkedIn, so social media accounts. So the whole key, we're going to pick it up where we left off. I'm not going to give you, I took a break. So thank you so much. Coco still hasn't played yet. So, but that's what happens when you're watching Wimbledon. That's how the time goes. So we're going to jump right back in. Thank you for the break. And we are reading Project 2025, the playbook. And Mandate for Leadership, the Conservative Promise. And if you need the actual playbook, you can actually go to project2025.org, or you can jump into the community of Adriane Mayes of CCC Because We Care Foundation, our Random Acts of Kindness community, where we're actually helping people, we'll do random acts of kindness and do little simple things such as spread the word of the importance of the Project 2025. So when you're building wealth and you're looking at financial education, you're looking at travel experiences, health and wellness, and artificial intelligence education, you need to understand the rules of what can be so you can know how you plan for your billionaire plan. To help more people is to have the education, but before you make any type of moves, the great thing is to read the resources. You have the tools, and that's what we're here providing here, the information. No type of input on Adriane Mayes, but I'm reading the information verbatim. So that way you can at least have someone that can, if you need to listen to it, can read it yourself. I'm breaking it up in parts because, again, you have to take little breaks throughout the day. But my plan is hopefully to get this done between today, July 7th, 2024, and tomorrow, July 8th, 2024, because I got to go to the next part. So anyway, so right now we're on 414 out of 922. And on the download, that's page 381. So we're going to pick up reading here. Office of Clean Energy Demonstration, OCED. Mission overview. The OCED was established in December 2021 to implement the IIJA. Its mission is to deliver clean energy demonstration projects at scale in partnership with the private sector to accelerate deployment, market adoption, and the equitable transition to a decarbonized energy system. Needed reforms, end market distortions, and stop shifting technology and development risk to taxpayers. The OCED is distorting energy markets and shifting the risk of new technology deployment from the private sector to taxpayers. The IIJA provided more than $20 billion in government subsidies to help the private sector deploy and market clean energy and decarbonizing resources. Government should not be picking winners and losers and should not be subsidizing the private sector to bring resources to market. New policies, eliminate OCED. The next administration should work with Congress to eliminate all DOE energy demonstration programs, including those in OCED. Taxpayer dollars should not be used to subsidize preferred businesses and energy resources, thereby distorting the market and undermining energy reliability. Refocus on resources that will support reliability. To the extent that the various energy research and development funding authorities cannot be repealed, funded projects should be consistent with the programmatic goals of the next administration. For example, the already awarded Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program should help to move SMRs from pilot scale to commercialization, and in this process, address material, fuel, and regulatory issues that will pose deployment risks to utilities and Wall Street. Budget. DOE's fiscal year 2023 budget request includes $214 million to initiate a new $150 million competition to support demonstrations that address integration issues of renewable energy into the U.S. transmission and distribution grids. Overall, the $21.5 billion provided by the bipartisan infrastructure law supports several OCED programs. Advanced reactor demonstration projects, $2.5 billion. Carbon capture large-scale pilot projects, $937 million. Carbon capture demonstration projects program, $2.5 billion. Clean energy demonstration program on current and former mine land, $500 million. Energy improvements in rural or remote areas, $1 billion. Industrial demonstrations program, $6.3 billion. Long duration energy storage demonstrations, $505 million. Regional clean energy hubs, $8 billion. Regional direct air capture hubs, $3.5 billion. Personnel, by drawing resources from across the DOE, the OCED has already grown to 70 personnel in 6 months. If OCED is eliminated, those positions can be eliminated. If OCED is reduced, its personnel can be reduced to fit its scope. Loan Program Office, LPO. Mission overview. LPO's mission is to finance next generation U.S. energy infrastructure, serve as a bridge to bankability for breakthrough projects and technologies, and to risk them at early stages of investment so they can be developed at commercial scale and achieve market acceptance. The Biden administration directed the program to subsidize the administration's net zero energy transition away from conventional fuels by 2050 and to promote union jobs and domestic supply chains. The LPO coordinates with the U.S. Treasury Federal Financing Bank and is organized into 7 divisions: outreach and business development, or origination, portfolio management, risk management, technical and project management, legal, and management and operation. Its loan programs were originally designed as temporary programs, but have since been amended and expanded. Specifically, the IRA expanded the authority in LPO's existing programs, 1703, ATVM, and Tribal Energy Finance by $100 billion. IRA also created the Energy Infrastructure Reinvestment, EIR, financing program, 1706, which can support up to $250 billion in loan authority. The CO2 Infrastructure Finance and Innovation Act, CIFIA, authorized by the bipartisan infrastructure law, appropriates $2.1 billion to support approximately $25 billion in flexible low-interest loans. This new legislation will create jobs and wealth, address environmental justice and equity priorities, and strengthen our energy security and supply chains. Needed reforms. Taxpayers should not be backing risky business ventures or politically preferred commercial enterprises. To save dollars and reduce current risk, the new administration should not back any new loans or loan guarantees, should seek to sunset DOE's loan authority through Congress and eventually eliminate the Loan Program Office. DOE-backed loans and loan guarantees put taxpayers at undue risk, distort private sector investment decisions, shift private money toward projects with political support, and create additional barriers to entry for companies that are outside the government's definition of innovative, or for companies that choose not to participate. New policies. To the extent that DOE loan programs cannot be repealed, the new administration should strengthen due diligence and increase transparency in DOE loan programs, limit the use of new loan or loan guarantee authority to projects that will promote the reliability and resilience of the electric grid and other energy infrastructure and support national security objectives, establish clear mandatory qualifications requiring applicants to comply with the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act 58, and to certify that they are not financed with any other local, state, or federal taxpayer-backed loan guarantee, or bond, such as a state green bank. Advanced Research Projects Agency Energy, ARPA-E. Mission overview. ARPA-E was created in 2007 as part of the America Competes creating opportunities to meaningful promote excellence in technology Education Act. Its statutory goals are to enhance the economic and energy security of the United States through the development of energy technologies that reduce imports of energy from foreign sources, reduce energy-related emissions, including greenhouse gases, improve the energy efficiency of all economic sectors, and ensure that the United States maintains a technological lead in developing and deploying advanced energy technologies. Some in Congress see ARPA-E as beneficial because the COMPETES Act provides it with more bureaucratic flexibility than other federal programs are allowed. Its goals are essentially the same as those of DOE's applied energy offices, but its structure is different, and it is focused around individual programs instead of around offices with longer-term agendas. Needed reforms. Stop risking taxpayer dollars as venture capital for the private sector. ARPA-E tends to see its mission as bringing technology from idea to commercialization. Often called the investment troll, ARPA-E is effectively funding projects that the private sector is willing to fund. Taxpayers should not, in effect, be picking winners and losers and having their dollars at risk, but not gaining the economic rewards of success in duplicative efforts. Another problem is that ARPA-E's mission is similar to the missions of DOE's applied energy offices. If DOE's applied energy offices are doing their jobs correctly, they will use funding, opportunity announcements, prizes, lab calls, and other funding mechanisms that are needed to accomplish a specific goal. In other words, ARPA-E is at best duplicating the work done by other DOE offices. New policies. Eliminate ARPA-E. The next administration should work with Congress to eliminate ARPA-E. The agency is unnecessary, risks taxpayer dollars, and interferes with risk-benefit decisions that should be made by the private sector. Budget. Congress appropriated $427 million for ARPA-E in fiscal year 2021, and slightly more than $700 million has been requested for fiscal year 2023. Federal Energy Management Program, FEMP. Mission/overview. The Federal Energy Management Program, FEMP, describes its mission as working with other federal agencies to meet energy-related goals, identify affordable solutions, facilitate public-private partnerships, and provide energy leadership to the country by identifying government best practices. Congress has created a number of energy and energy effective requirements. And just give me one quick moment here.